It's about coming up on 8:30 a.m. August 28th, 2023. And I realize now I should have been doing these videos a long time ago, but my life took a different turn. You know why? Because of predators, pedophiles, and because of everything I was exposed to in my community. Okay? And because I care about the kids, I said to y'all, grown-ups, do what you do, but leave the kids out of it. And especially leave my kid out of it. And the reason why I said that was simple, because I was one of those kids. My sister, one of those kids. My mother, one of those kids. I've seen a lot of people, not just in my family, but in my community, and not just black Americans, but people of all different, socio or economic or ethnic or religious backgrounds. But mainly my black people, suffer because of all this shit going on. And I stayed silent for 35 years or more, since I was like 18. In fact, if you talking about when you talking about the shit going on in the game, you know what I'm saying? The street game, the hustle game, the clock and dollars in the street, game, okay? Concerning all that shit that comes across the border. I don't have to say what, we all know what I'm talking about. I'm not DEA. Never have been, never will be. In no capacity could I ever work with anybody in law enforcement. That's how much I distrust them. Though I know there are honest cops, I know there are equal number or maybe more corrupt cops. I grew up in the dirty, dirty precinct. Although where I actually officially lived was the 10039 zip code right down the hill in the Colonials, right next to the Polo Grounds. People know the Polo Grounds, the four tall projects where they do Rucker. Not many of them know much about the Colonials, right behind them, the small projects, Ralph J. Rangel. That's where Rucker originally started. That's how far back I go. Now find that out. Rucker didn't originally start right there where it is across from the Polo Grounds, 155 and 8th. It originally started behind the Colonials. Yeah, a very tiny little one basketball, one hoop court or two hoop court they had back there. It was so tiny, it wasn't big enough. And so that's where it started, and then they moved it to 8th Ave where it is now, and where all the celebrities and everybody come. That's how far back I go. Okay? And so what I have to say is that, and as far as keeping silent with my family, I did that for like 45 years. Kept silent on all the dirt, the crime, the grime, the criminal shit, drug shit, and, pedophile and predator shit that went on in my family. Because I love my family and I followed my mother's lead. My mother would, excuse me, that's a different era. When kids were told what to do by their parents and they did it, with no questions, or you got slapped in your mouth, or you got abused. I still got the scars from my mother abusing me. She physically abused me, a couple times or whatever. Hey, it is what it is. It was what it was. I'm not making a big deal about it at this point. That's the generation she grew up in when that was okay. Or they acted like it was anyway, But now getting back to what I'm talking about right now, I never thought this day would come where I would have to say these things, because I grew up from that generation. Snitches get stitches. Whether you in the game or not in the game, whether you just a kid or not, innocent or not, involved or not, no matter what, you do not open your mouth to popo, especially regarding none of that business, none of that drug business, that drug game. You know what I'm saying? And I never have. And I never will open my mouth to popo. Because I don't trust them motherfuckers, and that's not my job. That's not my calling to be fighting against I would waste my life to try and fight against the amount of money that shit generates and so on and so forth. That's not my job. I have zero interest in that. But I will say to all of you, everybody else out there who's involved in this shit, whether you're American or foreign, okay? Whether you're legal or illegal, and especially the illegals, because I was right there when y'all first started coming hard body to work in the drug spots. And I gotta say this, at this point, yo, I have to tell y'all what y'all are doing to our people while y'all come here to get rich and make money off of getting black people or anybody, Americans or anybody, hooked on all of this shit. Because I was one of them. Lucky I survived it. You understand what I'm saying? But you foreigners, you Latinos, or you Muslims in the Golden Triangle countries, or who are working in the drug game, or y'all down in the Caribbean, or whoever, the white man, whoever, my people involved, whoever, I want y'all to know what y'all doing to this country, because y'all don't seem to be paying attention. And I was here before all this shit became a problem. I was born in 1969. Yo, y'all are turning Americans and kids everywhere into drug addicts. Y'all are marketing drugs to kids now. Now, see, that was a big fucking no-no when I came up. You know, they turned, you know why I had to go up and wound up on 160 where I learned all this shit? Because where I was from on 8th Ave, okay, they wasn't going to sell to me. My fucking treacherous ass cousin that got me hooked on drugs, he was puffing on the low, and, you know, he stopped eventually and I didn't. I kept going on and off for many years. Okay, he didn't tell him. He was the one who started me. My cousin Thomas Renee Samuels from 159-20 Harlem River Drive, apartment 13H. Right, Tom? Big Tom on the Ave. He would be out there clocking dollars on 155 and 8th where the payphone used to be. Everybody know where the payphone used to be. You can still see where it was right there on the corner. They took it away after everybody realized they used to do their business through there with the beepers and shit before cell phones. And they realized the popo was listening in on them and busting them on the Ave there, you know, right there in front of the Chinese restaurant that they used to burn down again and again for insurance. Shit like that, you know. So he didn't tell them that part. So I couldn't buy anything on 8th Ave where I was. They all knew who I was. That's Tom's little cousin. They would have told on me. The couple times I tried, I could see the looks they gave me. They was going to tell on me, and folks didn't want to sell to me. They knew who the fuck I was, and so I had no choice. They would tell my cousin, and my cousin would tell my mom, and my mom would whip my ass. Because regardless to what she did, or he did, or many folks in my family did, I wasn't supposed to do that, yo. That was my mother's rules, yo. House rules. Yo, when I was smoking weed, I was sneaking and hiding from my mother. She definitely wouldn't want to know about nothing like that. No more fucking woo-woo-woos. So that's how I wound up on 160. And I want to tell y'all, yo, that was a big fucking no-no, the shit y'all doing now. Back in the day and shit. Them motherfuckers, they did what they did. Whether they was Dominican, whether they was black, whether they was whoever. They did what they did. Whether they was Colombian, Mexican, whatever. They did what they did out there and pushed many, many bricks. Okay, there was $1 million blocks, but they never was, I never seen them selling ever nowhere to kids. Ever. They didn't have to. They dealt with the grown-ups. Grown-ups do what you do type of business. Never. Y'all marketing the kids. Y'all cut, they didn't cut shit down like y'all do with any old garbage and put your fucking, cuss these lives in danger and don't give a fuck. Like they cutting shit down with this fentanyl shit and what's this other shit, this Xylocan, trank drug shit. I don't even know if I pronounced it right. Xylocan, whatever the fuck it is, called trank drug that they cutting shit down with because it's cheap. And they want to make as much money because so many of y'all is fucking involved in at this point in the fucking drug game that so few of y'all value education and or coming here to actually get that real, you know, that doctor bullshit that y'all sell. I want to be a doctor, a lawyer, Indian chief. No, most of y'all come here to get paid off of this or service businesses that service or work with the part of that community. That's fucked up, yo. Yo, do you think when I went to Puerto Rico to sell drugs to Puerto Ricans and Puerto Rican children and get paid off of flooding their communities with drugs and bringing millions of black people over there to sell drugs to their people and cut it down so bad that, yo, they could get sick and die off of the shit. Yo, them niggas back in the day, yo, that shit was very, very, yo, it was not all stomped on like that. There was some who would do it, and they wouldn't make much business because there was so many motherfuckers out there who sold the official, you know, pure shit. And you just take it and baking soda and water. Shake it, shaker, bacon and water, and that shit rocked up. Ding, 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 ding. There was a girl used to say when she heard that, somebody's calling me. Motherfuckers know what I'm talking about when I say that shit. Y'all ain't doing that. Y'all are marketing the kids. Look, I don't even like to buy trees or weed or shit no more, because y'all got everything like cartoon characters. For who? For grown-ups? That's for kids, motherfucker. For kids. And so y'all are perfectly okay with hooking all our kids, anybody's kids on drugs, and drugs that you cut down with shit that's so dangerous, it'll kill your custies, Kill your custies, Yeah, y'all are dead motherfucking wrong. Do what you do, but when you doing it like that, when you deliberately flooding these, see, that's what I'm saying. Y'all doing this in our black communities, and y'all ain't doing all this shit in the rich white communities. Y'all ain't going there and setting up and flooding their kids, right? Because they'll fucking run y'all all the fuck way out and tear your ass out the frame. You know, they don't mind buying it, coming to the black communities or the low income communities to buy the shit. You know what I'm saying? But y'all ain't setting up there. And then y'all just do everything is based around that. Everywhere you go, it looks like a third world country. Motherfuckers hanging out in the street. You think when I was in Puerto Rico, I was hanging out in the street? No. I was in Puerto Rico with my man. I was pregnant. He took care of me. There was some problems there. I ain't gonna say I was perfect or whatever. There was some problems with me and his sister and, a little family issue. And we dealt with that internally or whatever. And when I got tired of Puerto Rican way, and let me be clear, my man paid for me. Only thing I had was the health insurance. Because I was pregnant. When I got tired of Puerto Rico and Puerto Rican ways, culture, communities and things, I left. I didn't try to change Puerto Rico. I did not come there. None of that shit y'all doing, It's fucked up. Y'all that morally bankrupt that y'all will come here and do any and everything, whether it's carry drugs across the border, rape your people coming across, sell them dreams that they're going to have this fantastic life they're not going to have. They're going to be servants and worker bees. Just straight up set up complete takeovers of the communities, blanket our communities with drugs. Dangerous too. Not even like back in the day. Like if you bought something, at least you 9 times out of 10 you didn't have to worry about that shit killing you with additives and shit like that, and market it to our children. And you fucking think that it's fucking okay to come and do this shit because you're doing it in the black community. So y'all ain't got no respect for the blacks in y'all countries anyway. Y'all, I've already looked up the histories of many of y'all countries, how y'all treat the black people in your countries, whether it's Latin America, South America, whether it's in Arab countries, whether it's in Asian countries, etc., or wherever, and there's countries y'all would never go to and do any of this. Y'all taking full advantage of that open border, and look, this been going on forever. I'm not DA. It's not, I'm not speaking up because I'm DA. I'm speaking up because y'all would straight up kill a bitch like me or my kids or anybody. Because you're so morally bankrupt that you don't mind, selling that and doing what you do, that's one thing. But then when you do it in a way that you don't give a fuck, that you will kill your fucking custies, what does that, I want y'all to know when I look at y'all what I see. All of y'all, okay? I look, what I see? Motherfuckers who are okay with shit like that, whether you my black people or anybody else. I see motherfuckers who have demons clinging to them, who do demonic type of shit that, and then they want to smile in your face. Stay the fuck out of my face, all you motherfuckers. I'm looking at all of y'all sideways like threats. If you're not somebody who is down with me, I want you to know somebody who I'm cool with. If you're not those people and they know who they are, black, white, Spanish, African, whatever, they know who they are. If you're not them, I'm looking at you as a fucking threat. Straight the fuck up, because y'all okay with all of this. All of our kids, y'all okay with selling drugs that are laced with so much motherfucking kind of crazy additives to stretch it and cut it to make profit, that you'll kill your customers and market to children. Yeah, I gotta speak up, because like I said, kids' lives matter. And I said, adults, do what you do, but leave the kids out of it, and especially leave my kid out of it. And you motherfuckers ain't leave my kid out of it. Yeah, I'll be the next female Malcolm X when it come to my people or the kids. Straight the fuck up, done. Y'all are like doing demonic shit at this point, praying on black people, black communities, preying on American people and American communities, even preying on the white folks. I never thought I'd have to speak up for the white folks because I know all the racist shit they've done, some of them. But some of them have not, and y'all preying on everybody. Yo, miss me with the bullshit. Stay the fuck out of my face, you treacherous fucking foreign or drug dealing bastards, whether you foreign or American. Stay the fuck out of my face. Now I gotta go see my family and go apologize to them just like this. After I finish setting them up, my cousins who molested me, getting them all on video, on a fucking phone, on a phone call, confessing it, to me, because I'm gonna have a chat with them. Old, sick, and I may be dying. The big C. Cancer, a character, a conscience. Hey, all three, whatever. Yeah, let me go apologize to my treacherous ass, drug dealing, molesting, predator ass family members like this, and go get these videos so I can tell them how sorry I am. I'm sorry for y'all too that y'all made me say all of this because it's been 35 years. I want to see a motherfucker say, oh, she's a snitch, when I kept my mouth shut about everything, including all the dirt I know about my own family and the J family who is likely still in the game. I ain't gonna say nothing about y'all. Y'all ain't got nothing to do with this, but you better tell Michael and them they fucked up big time and they all owe me apologies. Yeah, all of them.